What's going on, guys? Welcome to another book review in Alex's reading room. Today, we will be reviewing the book Bright by Jessica Jung. This is a sequel to the book Shine, which I have also reviewed. And let's get into the spoiler-free section first. Bright, here we are. So, okay, I will be comparing the ratings of Bright and Shine. For the Sexuality, I have rated it a 2 out of 3 in comparison to Shine's 1 out of 3. I will explain this in the spoiler section, but 2 out of 3 for Sexuality. Language gets a 3 out of 3, just like its predecessor. Substance gets a 1 out of 3 because of alcohol, but I don't remember any tobacco. There are a few references to alcohol. I don't think there's any, abusive alcohol usage. There's no, getting wasted completely, as far as I remember. But there's definitely some alcohol in there. I mean, it makes sense. Jessica is an adult by this point. Again, I have to emphasize, this is allegedly a fictional book, but in my opinion, I consider it a memoir. Don't sue me, anybody. This is my opinion. So the character of Rachel is, of course, an adult by this point, but I'm talking about Jessica, because in my opinion, this is about Jessica. Whereas Substance and Shine was a 2 out of 3, this one gets a 1. So it's a little bit toned down. As far as death and injury, it is a 1 out of 3. I knew what I was talking about when I first rated this, but now at the moment I cannot remember, which I might remember once I start talking about the story in the spoiler section. But just like the first book, this book gets a 0 out of 1 on the advanced category, and for my critique, I rate it an 8 out of 10. Just 1 point better than Shine, which was a 7 out of 10. Now, for the age rating, just like its predecessor, I have rated this book an 18, adults only. Y'all know I am strict. I am strict about my age rating. You can see I put a sticker in it that says 18. I actually enjoyed this book more than the predecessor. I actually predicted that I would, however, because I originally started reading Shine because I wanted to know the story of why Jessica left Girls' Generation. And I found out. So yeah, that's basically all I have for the spoiler-free section. Okay, so there is a clue as to who the character of Mina might be at the end of this book. And I will go into it on the spoiler section. But if you are not interested in that, please read this book. Tell me what you think. Hey, in the comments, if you have any idea, if you can draw any correlation between Mina and a real-life person, in your opinion, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I did enjoy this book, though. The characters just seem very well written. The pacing is definitely better, and this book definitely has a lot more action in it. I don't know if I should say action, just a lot more things happening, and definitely more than Shine. So I just think this is just a better done book, better written book. Anyway, I'm going to go in the spoilers section. So here we go. The Sexuality. I have to mention this. So in Bright, Rachel, Jessica, falls in love with a man named Alex. I love that choice because my name's Alex. And it was just very weird reading about my own name. Just like, oh yeah, you know, and on the back it says, you can't really see it very easily, but it says, enter Alex, When Rachel literally falls head over designer heels into his lap on a crowded metro, she's tempted to give up her anti-love vows. Alex is more than just heart-stopping dimples and adorably quirky banter. He believes in Rachel's future, both in music and in fashion. Now, Jessica discovers that she has a love for fashion. The character of Alex, whose name I believe to be Tyler, but I will call him Alex because I don't know this Tyler character. It's my own personal opinion. I actually didn't read about this anywhere online or anywhere like that. My opinion is the real guy's name is Tyler. Okay? That's just my opinion. So, he helps her explore that. This guy's got some money, okay? This guy's got a little bit of money to rub together. And so Jessica, of course, is... But the thing is, Jessica's not attracted to it. It doesn't say anything about his money. The thing about his job is, like, he works in finance, but it's always in the background. However, do I believe that this love story would have happened if Alex would have been a, say, fast food worker? I don't think so. I do think his money had something to do with it. And I don't mean that as any offense to Jessica, though, and here's why. Women appreciate a man that can take care of someone. Women appreciate a man that can provide for a woman, okay? It just makes sense. Look, I'm traditional. I think the man should provide for his wife. A man should provide for his family. And it makes sense that women are attracted to men that can provide these things for their family, for a potential family. So I don't mean that as any disrespect toward Jessica, but I do think that the money had something to do with her attraction for him. Anyway, the sexuality. So there is a scene where they're staying in two adjoining hotel rooms that are internally linked with a door. As soon as I found out this fact, I knew they were going to sleep together. Okay. It's very, very subtly implied. If you don't know what sex is, for some reason, perhaps you won't know what the book is talking about, but there is definitely a scene where they sleep together. Just in my opinion, it is not up for debate. They totally slept together. It was like, look, he helps her unzip her dress. She makes some comment about her outfit and say, hey, why didn't you say anything about my outfit? He's like, oh, I was just so smitten by it, and it just took all the words out. And then, and it says in the narration, last night I was just lying alone in bed, so anxious about the whole situation, but not tonight. Not tonight. And then it skips forward in time to when she's going back to Korea. They slept together, in my opinion. That's why it gets a 2 out of 3. It doesn't say anything explicit. There is zero explicitness about it. And honestly, the reason for the age rating being an 18, I was almost tempted to do 15. It's not any one thing. It's the combination of everything. It's the alcohol. There is an injury. I cannot remember. I think, something about how Jessica injures herself on the ski slope or something. It's a light injury. It's just 1 out of 3, so it's not really much. But it's the combination of that, plus the alcohol, plus the swear words. There's a few F-bombs in there, not only from Jessica, but also from some of the other girls in Girls' Generation, Girls Forever. And the implied sex scene. That is just the combination of all of that brings me to 18. If there were not that implied sex scene, the book may not be rated as high. It definitely adds some dynamicism. Is that dynamism? I don't know what the word is. But anyway, it makes the book more dynamic for sure. I may not have rated it quite as high just for that if the scene were not in it, but then it might have gotten a 15 in the age rating. However, as it is with the combination of everything, I have to go with an 18. It's a good book, and I recommend it. But of course, if you're gonna read Bright, you gotta read Shine, okay? And side note, Jessica, the real Jessica's fashion line is called Blanc and Eclair, and much respect to her for forming a successful fashion line. I do have a lot of respect for her for, going out on a limb, I think what I mean is taking a leap of faith and chasing that dream of hers. In my personal opinion, I just don't like any of the stuff. Like, I've gone on it, and I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I wonder if I should like buy something for my for someone in my life. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a future video about that. Buy that for someone, and I just look at it, I'm like, man, I can't find anything that I like, and it's like something I was like, oh, that's kind of cute, whatever. And then it's like $200, and I'm like, whoa, all that's super expensive. And maybe because it's just made in small batches, I don't know. I just have to say, look, no disrespect to Jessica for having her own fashion line. In fact, I have respect for her for doing so. It's just that it's not my cup of tea, personally. I just don't enjoy it, and it's too expensive. However, as far as the book goes, that is Bright. It's an 8 out of 10, an 18 on the age rating. I do recommend it, but you gotta read Shine first. I do have a review on Shine, which will be posted at the time of this video being uploaded, and I haven't uploaded it yet because it's only June 27th. But that's going to conclude this review. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more book reviews. I love recording these, and I hope you enjoy watching them as much as I enjoy recording them. I just have this YouTube channel just as a hobby. I don't really care about if it gets into the partner program or anything like that. It's just because it's fun to talk about books, okay? I'm just doing it because it's fun. Something to do. But I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next book review.